Hey guys, it's writing coach Kevin Johns here. I want to show you how to use a feature in Microsoft Word called styles, which is going to make your life a little bit easier as an author. Now, the thing about Microsoft Word is it's not really meant for writing novels or book-length projects. It can get pretty finicky with larger manuscripts. But that said, it's the program many of us are most comfortable with. It's the one we grew up on or we have the easiest access to. There are programs like Scrivener and other writer-focused programs out there. But at the end of the day, a lot of us write our books in Microsoft Word, myself included. So I'm just going to show you how to use styles to help organize your manuscript. Let's get started. So right here is a pretend manuscript that I've put together for you guys. And so what you might find is as your manuscript grows larger and larger, it can be hard to navigate through hundreds of pages of text and find different chapters to update or organize or move things around. So what we're going to do to make your life a little bit easier is use this bar right up here in the ribbon called Styles. All right, and what styles allows us to do is hyperlink our chapter titles and really easily create a table of contents. There's a lot of other things that you can do with styles, but this is just a real basic introduction to it. So let's get started. I'm going to show you what to do here. So you would select your chapter title, and then under here, we would call that heading 1. All right, and so we've now set our chapter heading to the style heading 1. If you don't want the blue, or you don't want this size or this font color, you can right click on the style, update heading, modify. And when we go into modify, you can rename a style. So you might want to call this style chapter headings. All right, and if we didn't want blue, we just wanted regular black, we could go like this and say we want Arial. Well, we wouldn't want Arial. Let's say Times New Roman instead of Calibri or whatever. Set to said okay, and there. That is now our chapter headings. It's been called up here, and we got a nice looking chapter 1 here. So let's go down and look at chapter 2 now. We're just going to select chapter 2, and we're going to go with our chapter heading style, and you see it automatically creates a style heading that looks like chapter 1. Something else you're going to want to do with your manuscript to help break it up and ensure that each chapter starts on a new page is at the end of each chapter, you want to click Insert up here in the ribbon and then go Page Break. And what that means is that even if this chapter now continues over onto another page, you'll see it's now added another page, and chapter 2 still starts at the top of a new page. So as your manuscript grows and grows and grows, and you're adding and subtracting things all over the place, you always want to make sure that chapters are starting at the top of a page. And so adding those page breaks via insert is going to help you out there. Now, if you're writing a fiction novel, you're probably not going to have too many subheadings. Maybe you will, but if you're writing a nonfiction novel, you're definitely going to have subheadings for the most part in your chapters. So again, we're going to use styles with our subheadings. So I'm just going to use heading 2 here for our subheads. So say you have a little mini section within a chapter. We're going to call that subhead 1. Go up here, subhead 2. And again, if we wanted to modify it, we could right click, go to modify. We could call these subheads or whatever and adjust how we see fit. All right. And the cool thing about adjusting our chapter headings and subheadings via styles is that we can now go up here to our first page. In fact, I'm going to do another page break here so that now chapter 1 is on to a different page, and I've got a page up here to work with. All right, so now up here, I'm going to go over to references in the ribbon at the top, and I'm going to go to table of contents over here on the left, and I'm going to click on it. Now let's see what happens. All right, it gives us a bunch of different options for what type of table of contents we want. I'm just going to choose the first one. It's the easiest. All right, boom. So what we now have here is a table of contents for our book. And the great thing about it is you see it's added our chapter headings. It's also added our subheadings, and all of these headings are hyperlinked. So rather than saying, oh, I want to check out the second section, the second subhead section in chapter 2 and having to go to my manuscript and be like, oh, okay, where is it? Dig through here. I can just go here. It's hyperlinked. I can hit Control click, and it's going to take me to that section in my manuscript. So that's it, guys. There's a lot of other cool things you can do with styles, but I just wanted to give you a quick introduction to it as a way of bringing up your manuscript a little bit to make it a little bit more easier to navigate as you're going through the writing, drafting, and the revision process. All right, well, I hope you guys find that helpful. If you want to learn more, you can always visit my website at www.kevintjohns.com. Thanks for watching.